Hey, what up? It's Quinn Chess, and today we're continuing on the Road to 2000 Blitz rating series on this channel, episode 2. So let's go ahead and look for a game. I'm playing my favorite Blitz time control at the moment, 5 plus 5, because as long as a good number of moves are played, it feels quite a bit like a rapid game. Facing off against a 1400 rated opponent, let's go with King's Indian. Goes knight f3. Not the most common line. I think knight c3 with e4 is pretty commonly played. You can just go for castles here. And my plan is to play c5. Okay, so let's get that move in. He's got a decision to make. He does not take. And now do I want to play knight to d7 or c6? Let's take here. And then I want to play knight c6, but right now that would lose material. So would bishop d7. So let's play queen b6 first, so I can get knight c6 in. I think I have a solid position, and we're on our way to establishing equality. That's the goal when you're starting out as a player with black pieces. Okay, so let's go knight c6. Just developing our pieces. And I want to get the bishop to d7 as well. I did lose a game in a very similar opening when I tried to do a minority attack on the queen side against 3 pawns in a very similar structure to this. So I think this game I'm not going to try that. I might still push a6 just to stop knight b5 ideas, but I'm not going to thrust forward with like b5. I'll try probably playing more in the center, go for d5 at some point in this game. My opponent's spending a lot of time thinking about this move. I'm suspecting that maybe he's spotted a tactical idea and he wants to punish me in some way. But I'm not seeing anything tactically right now. I think I'm doing fine. Okay, so he plays knight to d5, hitting our queen. I think we can just go ahead and exchange. And then maybe play knight to e5. Let's go for that. He takes on c6. Got to watch out for this. So let's just take back. Okay, and he takes. And then I can just take on d5. Takes with the bishop, and then now I can trade off this bishop. So I think that went very well for me. Because now I've got rid of his fianchetto counter bishop. He's got kind of a weakness along the long diagonal there. I don't have to take immediately. So he pushes. Okay, let's take now. And then I want to go e6, d5. He can play bishop b2 and trade off my bishop too. I just want to get some space in the center. Let's go for this. It's a little bit risky, I'll be honest, but I think it could work. Just want to push to d4, create a pass pawn. Or I can just hold the center as it is and support it. Maybe that's a little bit better because he has a blockade if I do get the pass pawn. That's an interesting move. All right, let's just go for the pass pawn. Maybe it can unlock some attacking chances for us as well. Looks like he wants to maybe play like rook c4. Let's just solidify this. Yeah, let's just solidify this. Now we have every single piece defending it. Okay, it brings his bishop back. Let's gain a little bit of space on the queen side and then also just kind of stall for a move. I want to play fast here because I think time is going to become a factor with the position being so even. Does that move work for him? I think rook b5 will just lead to a trade on d4 and on b4. So I think we can hopefully do a little bit better than that. Just want to set up a cool geometry. Okay, so he wants to trade off a pair of rooks. And also push his pawn. Let's entertain that. Trade the queens off too. He does have the more outside pass pawn. I think we're just going to get to a very even endgame now. Still anyone's game though. But my king makes it to the center a little bit faster than his. So that's an advantage for me. I also want to play f5 just to guard a couple of these squares. The endgame is, even with even material like this, it can be very dangerous. You never know what someone can do with an extra tempo or just a little bit of extra space. think he was calculating pawn push. Must have decided against it. Let's see, if I block this, takes, he's got to go this way, and then we go here. He goes here, and I keep my pass pawn. So I can block this. Okay, so he goes back. Let's just get our king up. He can give checks. Just trying to contend this square. Stay up on time a little bit as well in case there's a moment where you need to calculate down the line. Let's push the pawn, but give myself a reserve tempo. Threaten to check and then win this rook. I think this is good for me. Got a tempo to burn here. I think we're cruising into the victory, boys. Just need to clean up these pawns now. Yes, let's go, baby. I'm going to take a quick look at the analysis. Let's just recall the game and see if there's any critical positions here that could be analyzed. In this position, I wasn't really sure what to do. Queen b6, maybe. It says queen a5 is the top move. Queen b6 was, I guess, fine. So that wasn't really an issue. I just feel like somewhere in here I could have gotten more of an advantage. So here it says I have an advantage now after he played knight d5. And that sustains itself through these moves. Trades the bishop off. Okay, so the computer doesn't really like e6 here with the plan of advancing the central pawns. And it has this position at like just about even. Looking deeper into that variation, the computer just keeps the pawns on e7 and d6. So I guess it thought that was fine. But I instead went for this plan. I still think it's, roughly even. There's not much either side can do to make progress here. It's just very heavily blockaded. I just want to make sure I don't have any blunders in this part of the game. Yeah, this is all just 0-0. And then once I got the king there, yeah, now he's losing because I can win this pawn and I'm the only one with a pass pawn. So he played maybe a little bit too passively. Here, his only chance was c6, but even then, I'm doing quite well. So here it says c6, bishop takes a3, rook takes a3, rook c8, rook a6, king d5, king d3. And he's got himself a nice little setup here where if I take, he takes, I take, and then he takes the pawn. Everything's good for him. But he didn't go for that, and he let my king get a bit too active here on d5 while his king was shut out from the center. So that's what led to his loss. Okay. Pretty good game there. I didn't really feel like I was under a lot of pressure at any points in the game, and really the opponent wasn't either. I think you had to know a good amount of King's Indian theory to have squeezed an advantage out of that position. It was just keeping my king active in the endgame really was the thing that made the difference. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. We are at 1362 rating. Please tune back in tomorrow if you want to see more of this series.